very good week for our team. Really proud of their effort. You get this time of year, you start seeing fatigue, and I think if you look at the inconsistency of scores across the country this weekend, a lot of that is due to teams getting fatigued at this time of year and losing focus, or simply as being injured and tired, and a lot of factors come into play. But because I know that's a possibility, I'm really proud of the effort of our team to go out and get a 5-0 week with a win over a very, very good LSU team. That was a great start to the week, and then to go on the road the very next night and beat a very, very good McNeese team, to come back home, go back on the road to Louisiana Monroe, and play on the road against a much improved, a very competitive team. I was very impressed with the roster and the way ULM competed. I thought they really added a lot of speed, and Coach Molly's done a really good job of building that roster up and making them a very competitive team. So to come out of the week against that type of competition, 5-0, I'm just thrilled with the effort. I was thrilled with our pitchers. I think our Chloe was 2-0, Landry was 3-0. Both of them had very good, solid outings this week. I thought Landry was absolutely brilliant in the weekend series at ULM. Brooke Ellistat continued her outstanding season with I think a 7-for-16 week. 5 more RBIs. She's just an RBI machine. Maya Davis was fantastic in the leadoff spot. Maddie Hayden, again, fantastic. Sissy Vasquez, outstanding. We turned more double plays again this week. So we continue to do the things that we're doing, and we keep the teams really good in the locker room, in the clubhouse. They're smiling all the time. We're having lots of fun. So I think it's just an outstanding week. I thought it was a very nice gesture of Louisiana Monroe to honor Denali Lecker on Senior Day. I think our kids loved the new facilities up there. It was phenomenal. The bullpen was phenomenal. So a great week and a great weekend series, and we look forward to the senior weekend here at home against Troy.
Why doesn't Chloe get a win and a seed?
Ask Matt Hebert.
Well, she needed the fourth inning to get the win.
She deserved to win. And you look back at the season earlier in the year, I can't remember even who it was, but there was a game where she pitched phenomenal. And, it's when we were Coastal Carolina, and we had her start. We went lefty-righty throughout the 7 innings. And she was phenomenal, and Landry was very good, but Landry got that win. So, those two kids right now are just impressing me. They're really close friends. They've got a really good big sister, little sister relationship, and they just complement each other so well. And they have each other's back. Early in the year, Chloe made the statement, "I had your back, Sam. I had to have your back." And Landry's made a point to have her back. And I really like what we got right there with those two kids just taking it personal to have each other's back. And that's why I'm making the hooks quicker and quicker and quicker. When you just, let's put somebody out there with a fresh perspective and no pressure on them and get the other one out of the jam. And they did it all week again.
Because really, I'm at the point where you can say, well, I think it's Chloe is the best pitcher now. Within 3 days later, I think Sam's the best pitcher now. I can go back. How much of that is matchups, and how much is just them having being on or off that day?
I think it's 100%. They're both really good. They're just really good. So when you watch Landry pitch, she's the best, and then you watch Chloe pitch, and she's the best. I think that's what people are wanting to do. They want one to be maybe the best for whatever reason. I'm just a lucky coach. I don't want either one to be. I just want both to be the best, and that's what I see. I see a really, really talented left-handed pitcher coming to the top, and I look at Chloe. You're talking about a kid that now got a win over LSU, top 10 team. I think she had wins over number 6, number 2 Oklahoma, number 17 Cal in RPI, and number 21 Baylor last week. So that's a pretty impressive sophomore season for a young left-hander. And then you look at Landry. It just, she's always been talented. She's always been special. You know, she's much like a daughter to my wife and I. But she's growing in maturity, and she's learning how to recover quicker from the hard moments and from the moments when the game challenges you mentally, and she's recovering so much faster. I think she trusts me more now. We're in a great place, and you know, there's no doubt about it. Anybody that's ever watched Sam Landry pitch on one of her good days sees one of the most talented arms in the country. And I think that's true of Chloe. You've seen one of the most talented left-handed pitchers in the country, no doubt about it. They're both good and really good. And because of that, when they have a great performance, we want to. We're Americans. Americans like the best, and you know, we just want somebody to be the best. But in this particular situation, as a coach, I'm just so blessed to have both those two extremely talented kids. They're extremely talented in the classroom. They're phenomenal student athletes. I've never had one discipline problem with either one of them off the field, and they're just good kids. So we're lucky to have them both.
Has Vic Valdez kind of caught her second win, because I'm seeing better at bats more consistently now, and also Kayla's getting on base more than I think some people thought she would when you started playing her a little bit.
Yeah, you know, another two more really, really good kids. Anybody that's ever been around me or around our program knows Kayla Falterman. You know, I've coached college softball 15 years, and she's up there in that top 5 to 10 kids out of 15 years that you just respect them so much as a student athlete. And thrilled to see her have that success. And we know she can do that. Her freshman year, if you go back, she had over 400 as a freshman. And you know, she sacrifices herself for the team on a daily basis. Go out, just give us 2 innings of defense, give us a pinch run, give us a great effort on the bases to help us score 1 run. She'll do anything I ask her to do, and she'll do anything that the team needs her to do selflessly. The epitome of a selfless player, Kayla Falterman. And so now that we're giving her a little chance to play, it's not surprising at all. She's probably hitting 350 to 400 here in this last stretch where we put her in there as kind of as a regular outfitter. That's not surprising at all. In fact, you know, I think it's the difficulty in playing that 1 inning here, 1 inning there, and all that, that's directly responsible for the lower batting average early in the year, but it wasn't any indicative of her talent or her ability. Then Vic Valdez, I do think one thing we've done really well this year that goes against my nature, and my coaches, Coach Shelley, Coach Hunter, Coach Justin, have been phenomenal in pushing me to give them days off. Give them a day off. They need a day off. And that's not easy for me to do. I just don't have a natural inclination to take days off, and we've given them a lot more days off. I think we've taken maybe 6 off days in the last 3 weeks, and I think that Vic is getting a second win. I think her legs were so much better this weekend, and then I think as the season goes on, she's just a tough little kid. You know, like she's one tough little position player, and I love watching her play. I love the way she competes. You know, she thinks she's King Kong. She thinks she's a gorilla out there, you know, like she doesn't back down from anything or anybody. And she plays the game with her extremely high softball IQ. So she's loving the challenge. You know, I ask her, do you need a couple innings off? No, coach, I got it. I'm good. She doesn't want a day off. She doesn't want to come out. And so I think she's playing herself into phenomenal shape. And she's just doing a great job for us.
Troy has been a problem at times in the past. What about them?
They're good. You know, they just upset South Al. They upset Texas State. They upset us last year on Friday night. They have talent. They have a really good batting order. They've got a lot of enthusiasm. You can see that when they play. I think they were 53 in RPI on Friday, and I think they're still like 60, 61, even after losing the series to South Alabama. They're talented, and so we have to be ready.